Hey, you guys. So, for those days when you wake up just so sore and tired and have the Monday morning blues, I thought we would just do a little sequence, just stretch our bodies. Because I woke up really, really tight this morning. And I just want to kind of take you guys through a sequence to sort of stretch your body out. And I'm just, as I work into my kinks in my body, hopefully it'll help you guys to work out your kinks. And back. I'm going to turn my toes in and come to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Palms down, right foot back. Lower your right knee. Lift your arms up overhead and bring your hands in prayer. See if you can rotate over to this left side by hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left knee and twist and back. Hands on either side of my left foot. I'm going to come to the knife edge or the pinky edge of my right or left foot. Let me move my hair out of the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and lift my hips up and down. Just a few ups and downs. Just ease into my hips on my left side and down. I'm just going to wiggle my way down, just kind of feeling into my left hip. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring my left shin across. For those of you who are really, really tight, feel free to bring this heel, that's this left heel, closer to your pelvic line, and that'll ease that stretch into that hip. For me, I just want to get a little bit deeper into this hip, so I'm just going to wiggle my hips side to side and take a deep breath in and exhale into this left hip. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. There's this yoga called yin yoga where we hold the poses for a lot longer. And I'm definitely feeling it into my left hip. Taking a deep breath in and exhale. I'm going to bring my hands on either side of the left foot. Bring my toes down on my right foot and lift my hips up with the help of my hands. And let's just press back into our down dog and just swing our hips side to side, pushing firmly through the palms of your hands. Push those mat away. And I'm going to bend my knees and stretch into my back legs. Bend my knees, stretch into my back legs, and back. And if you've got some inflammation, chances are that the fascial tissue tend to be a lot tighter, especially for Monday mornings. So give yourself a break and see if you can work it out by warming up, by doing these moves, swaying your hips side to side, and just getting into those tight areas. By swaying your hips, bending your alternate sides, gazing forward, right foot forward and left. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead and back. We're going to go ahead and inhale up, exhale down. This time, we're going to go ahead and step back with our left foot all the way back. Come onto your left knee. Come high up on your toes or come high up. Raise your arms up overhead and bring your hands in prayer. Bring your left elbow on the outside of the right knee this time and stretch over to the right side. Take a deep breath in. You should be feeling this in the left torso from your hip all the way up that left side. Sink your hips forward and back. Hands on either side of the right foot. Just walk your foot over so that it's centered. Come on the pinky edge of the right foot. Move my hair out of the way. And lift your hips up, straightening the right knee and bringing it down. A couple of times to work into our right hip this time. 3, 4, and 5. And bring this foot across. And stay nice and tall and come over. And as I said, feel free to bring this heel closer to your hip bone. That'll ease the stretch off of that right hip. I'm going to sway my hip side to side to try to get into my right hip. Staying as square as possible over my right shin. I'm going to square off and take a deep breath into the stretch a little further. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Hands on either side. I'm going to lift up. Again, pushing back into down dog. Let me make sure that my hair is not in the way of the mic. And wiggle your hips side to side, side to side. Good deep breath in and exhale. I usually bring a rubber band to tie my hair back. Today I didn't. And sway your hips side to side. Breathe side to side. I'm going to step my left foot forward and right. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I'm going to grab a hold of the opposite elbow, opposite hand, and just fold forward and allow my spine to just stretch down. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Hands on either side of your feet. Right foot back, left foot back, knees down. And I'm going to push back into child's pose. Just getting a deep stretch into my back. And again, swaying my hips side to side. Really stretching my hands away from my arms. To get that nice stretch on either side of my torso, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Come back up and just go dip your pelvis down and push back just to kind of appreciate that motion into our spine and back and forth. Nice and carefully just to get a little motion into your spine. 3, 2, and 1. And back onto hands and knees. In this position, I want you to keep your hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. We're just going to sink our belly, gaze up into cat and camel. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, really round out your spine, stretching the top of your spine, squeezing your belly. And inhale up. And exhale, tuck and scoop and lift. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale, squeeze. And back. I'm going to cross at my ankles, sit back on my sit bones. And I'm going to come and face you. I'm going to draw my left heel towards my pubic bone, sitting up nice and tall. See if you can stand or sit nice and tall here by keeping your right toes oriented straight up toward the ceiling. If you do have tight hips, you might want to raise your sit bones up by putting a little bolster or a block or a book or a pillow, whatever, that's going to raise your pelvis up a little bit. Raise your arms up overhead, and then you're going to turn to face that leg and reach forward and see if you can reach your arms under your right foot. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And you're really stretching into this left torso. Ooh, That feels so good to me right now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And come up. And let's do the exact opposite. Draw the right heel in to your pubic bone, sitting up nice and tall. Raise your arms up overhead. Turn toward that left foot and hinge forward from your hips. Grab a hold of the right wrist with your left hand. Pull up and exhale. Fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Really stretching into this right QL, the right side of the hip and the back. And come back. And I'm going to stretch my right foot out, sitting as wide as possible. And again, as I said, you might want to lift your pelvis up to make sure you free up your hips a bit. If you don't have, or you happen to have structural tightness in your hips, which is the case for most of us. Sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to orient my toes going straight up, that they don't come forward with me. I'm going to reach forward from my chest and come forward, stretching into my hips. And I'm going to rock gently forward and back, and ease into it and pull out. Take a deep breath in and exhaling and going deeper and deeper into the hips, ultimately allowing my upper body to just rest on the floor. Take a deep breath in and exhale. This is an intense stretch into my hips as well as my low back. And I can't tell you how good this feels for my back as well as my hips. Just a good feeling. And it just feels like I'm melting and stretching all my inflammation away. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And that's why I love yoga so much, is because it allows me to stretch my aches and pains away. I'm going to sit loosely here, raise my right arm up, and go over to my left side, really stretching into my right torso. All the way up and gaze up. And we're going to come up, doing the same thing on this side. Gaze up and back. Up and over and back. Up and over and back. Up. And over and back. Up and over and back. Up and over and back. I'm going to grab my hands behind me and really stretch my front side of my chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together, sitting up nice and tall. And one last stretch into my hips, just rocking side to side and easing down, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Coming back up, I'm going to again sit loosely, and I'm going to bend my neck all the way down and roll it over to the right side. And down the center, roll it over to the left and back to the right and back to the left and back to the right and back to the left and back. And come up and down. I'm going to stretch my legs one last stretch. It's a dynamic stretch, side to side. I'm going to raise my left arm up overhead, stretch over to the right and back. left and back, right and back, and left, right and left, and right and left. Oh, I'm feeling the heat build up, and this feels so amazingly good to me. More than, it feels better to me than a massage would. And I really needed this. So thank you for joining me, you guys, today. And next, we're just going to cross over and reach across, stretching into our hips as well as our upper torso, and reaching long and side to side, side to side. And back. All right, so I hope that loosened you up a little bit. I feel so much better. So anytime you feel achy and sore, like on a given Monday morning like I did today, some variations of such flexibility exercises or a brief yoga flow, it does wonders for your body. And remember to stay hydrated, drink lots of water. I'll see you guys next week.